when I was broke, I used to just play a video.
What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? As you can see, I'm here with my good friend Brandon Deft. We're just going to jump right into this because I don't know what the hell I'm doing as usual.
Me
As
neither.
usual.
I have no idea. I was just talking through your stand up. I was about ready to say one last thing.
Mm.
I just need to learn how to shut up.
No, you're good, man. That's what you're here for today. Keep me in line.
All right,
Keep me in line, my friend.
I can do that.
All right, so today I just kind of wanted to jump right in with you because I wanted to have you on, Brandon, just because I feel like you're kind of like a calming presence in a way.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a hothead,
Yeah, I'm
you
kind of
know?
getting addicted to the streaming. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I am. I think it's well,
I got the
yeah,
bug.
something we're gonna have to work on, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Long story short, I mean, there's a lot of things going on in our little universe. Clearly, dabble slash hackverse,
Slash
but
shitverse.
slash shitverse. But one of the most exciting things, and I think you can agree, is the new romance that has been budding between two gingers, KarmicX and Felicia Gillespie. Felicia Gillespie. However she says her name.
It's
Doesn't
getting
matter.
hot.
Doesn't matter.
It's moving
But
fast, Jay.
I mean, it's crazy what's going on in there. And what's insane to me is the fact that it's like they're basically living together now. Now, I think it's only temporary, but the fact that it went from that little meeting that they had for that weekend to
Yeah.
now he's basically like shacked up with her. So that advanced pretty quickly. And obviously the every decision he's making lately is basically surrounded around what is he doing? Like what's up with what how is Felicia going to deal with this?
Yeah.
And you can tell like every time he makes a move, if he's on Kevin's show, if he says anything, it's got to be is Felicia okay with this? Is Felicia
I
okay
know.
with this? And you could tell he's nervous. He doesn't want so I don't know if you saw the
Do
video
you
I
think?
put.
Wait, Jay.
Go
Do
ahead.
you think she hits him already? Is that what you're getting at?
I think that she doesn't even need to him. I
Yeah.
think the actual like
Those
I think
eyes.
I think she is clearly put hands on him in a way that he knows her strength.
Oh yeah.
Because I think he
But like
said,
in a good way. Maybe it was a good way
yeah,
that
yeah.
time, but it can't. So maybe next time, Karmic, it won't be so good. Under good intentions.
Mm.
I got strong hands because I'm Felicia Gillespie.
What's crazy is that he told Kevin, I think it was that she put him in like an armbar or something like that. So yeah, he's felt her
Really?
Pennsylvania strength, and so yeah,
She's
yeah, he
corn
said something
fed
along
too.
100%. Like that's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a completely different animal. It's separate from all other Pennsylvania because it's like blue collar. They put French fries in their sandwiches. It's a whole thing, man.
I do
That's a
that there
different. It's a different
sometimes.
world. It's a different world they're dealing in over there in Pittsburgh. But it just is alarming how quickly it's kind of like advanced onto that, and so
Yeah.
like they're basically living together now. Things are going. I don't know how things are going, right? Because they're sending out mixed signals as far as what's going on. They're saying as far as like when he first got there, it seemed like he was falling to he fell to pieces within 24 hours three times. Ended
Yeah.
those first three streams, right? And we may play a little bit of that if I can get that to work. But I thought that was phenomenal. It's like you're here with a lady and supposedly just getting laid. That's what he says, right? But
Yeah.
the smallest comments on online we're sending him into the moon and back with anger. I mean, he was just blowing up. He was telling everybody they weren't shit in their in the chat. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
And so to me, I'm like, well, what exactly is it that they're doing over there? Because they're either
They're getting at Pat Dixon where they think they are.
I think so, but then it's like, okay, so when I talked to Pat the other night, last weekend, and he kind of he basically kind of laid it out for me, and he knows better than anybody else, obviously, what how the mind of Felicia Gillespie would work. And the way he kind of spelled it out was like she's going to start walking him through his life, essentially. I'm putting words into his mouth, but long story short, he's going to be doing what it is she wants him to be doing. And so he's already said she's picked his haircut for him. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see this
What
haircut
was
for
the
him.
name of that haircut style?
I can't
I, f-
remember, but I
I forget. It was something weird.
something stupid. And honestly, when somebody looked at what it was, it looks like. Do you remember in the early late '80s, early '90s when they did that musical Peter Pan, and that lady played Peter Pan? That's exactly what the
I don't.
hairstyle.
Thank God. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like a big thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's basically like a lesbian
I can
haircut.
imagine what it looked like.
It's a lesbian haircut, man. It's a
Yeah.
classic bouffant lesbian haircut. It's beautiful. It's gonna look phenomenal on him. I honestly hope he cuts in like at least 3 lines on the side,
Cool.
something hot, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but that whole thing is really wild, isn't it? Like how fast it kind of evolved from work, because it almost seemed like it was breaking down, and
But
they were on their way to separating.
yeah. Do you? I mean, do you think they really like each other? I mean, obviously, if you ask
Yes,
me, I think they. I mean, they do. They really
yes,
do.
I think so. And and Pat kind of switched
And
me.
that's what stops me from really getting
Mhm.
like. It's like I don't like them dating because like I know like Felicia's evil. That's my opinion.
Yeah, she's not
And
a good person. No,
she's
she's
not a
not a
good
good person.
person. And the things that she's done, it's like it's proven that she's not a good person. Karmic, if you're watching this, anything you tell her and anything that's
Mm.
embarrassing that you're gonna divulge to her, whenever this is over, it's gonna be out. So you like, it's almost like you got to watch what you say around people like that. And you know how like Karmic is figuring this out. She's a very vindictive person. She's always talking about people that have done her wrong. You got to
Hmm.
stay away from those people. Those people can get better, but it's like when they haven't gotten better yet. You got to stay away from them. It's just
It's
bad.
insane.
It
It's
is
insane.
insane. But he doesn't see it, or
Mm-mm.
he does. He probably does see it because I think he's a smart dude. He's a really smart dude, I think, and he has to be able to see that.
Oh,
I mean, but it's like maybe he doesn't like Pat so much that he's willing to just look past all that and be like, dude, I'm just gonna be with her, and I'm just gonna screw Pat. But then I don't know. It's just weird. And he
yeah.
probably thinks we're being really petty right now. Two dudes talking about another dude. But it's like that's what we do. It's podcasting. It's streaming,
Well,
and
it's
it's
also
interesting.
too. It's like, well, I'm a gossip. I love a good gossip. So
Yeah.
whatever, But on top of that, like he drug me into his bullshit with what he did because I actually was privately messaging him
And
very
what
nice.
exactly? Maybe you can explain that for anybody that doesn't know.
So
Like,
essentially, oh, shout out Spurg. What up, Spurg? Um, Essentially, what happened was, is while he was falling to pieces, this was previous to the him meeting up with Felicia. I want to say it was like the week of. He was having a bunch of meltdowns online,
yeah,
and I kind of just he was having a lot of meltdowns specifically about people calling him gay, if you recall.
okay,
Hard to distinguish between, but if you recall, it was along those lines. So essentially, what happened was, is I just kind of messaged him and I was like, I just kind of was like encouraging him because he had shouted me out on a couple of his streams, and so because of that, I just messaged him privately and was like, hey, I think you're the man. Like, keep going. Don't worry if somebody thinks you're gay. Who cares? That was it. And before he never
yeah,
responded. He blocked me, fired up a live, and did a 10-minute promo on what a piece of shit I am, and I was calling him gay. And so that's essentially what it boiled
yeah,
down to. And so he's a
yeah,
thin-skinned little weirdo. So I don't feel sorry for him one bit. He deserves every bit of what he gets, because
yeah. I don't
people have
like
tried to
that.
explain to him 100 times, and he's too fucking stupid. And quite frankly, I'm an adult and I'm a father, and I don't have time to raise another son. So fuck you, Karmic. Wake up, dude.
Yeah,
First of all, you should be working.
yeah,
You're a full grown man. You should be getting to work. You shouldn't be dancing online for strangers. Get your fucking ass to work. You're fully capable of working. Stop crying all the time. Nobody cares. And you think Felicia's going to fix this? She ain't. She's not going to fix it. Everybody in your town's still
yeah.
going to call you a fruit when you get back. They don't care if they can smell her stank pussy on you or not. Sorry, Brandon. Go ahead.
No, you're fine, man. I was getting lost. I was getting lost in that.
No,
Hey,
I mean it's
you're
just like
firing
the
up.
guy
I
was a
like that.
dick to me.
No,
Like
but
I don't
the
feel
way, no,
sorry
the way
for him.
he, yeah, the way he was a dick to you. No, you're good. The way he was a dick to you is kind of like I don't like the way he's talking down to like when he's addressing something. Sometimes it's like he's addressing the whole chat, and he's like talking like it's like that. Sometimes the chat is really getting on him. To be fair, but sometimes when
Which I
he's
totally
addressing the
get.
chat, it's like holy
I've
shit.
not been
It's like you're
I've
being a
not been
dick to
on
these people,
exactly, and it's
like
like
a
you
really
can't.
dick to these people. It's not
I
cool.
honestly, I can tell you now, like every single stream that you get on, you're gonna have people in there telling you you suck, your audio is bad, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
Well,
PSP.
but it's fine. Like I like those guys too because they let you know
Yeah,
like they keep you like. Here's the thing: I'm not one of these people that think I'm the greatest. The people it breaks is the ones like Karmic who think they're so good at what they're doing that nobody
yeah,
dare tell them that they're not good, and they've got to
yeah.
address
I get
every
it.
single one of them. Buddy, you can't.
Well, that makes a lolcow though. Maybe he knows what he's doing though.
Mm,
He knows that everybody. He said he wants to do the streaming for like he wants to do it.
yeah.
So maybe he's stepping into the lolcow role. Well, lolcow. I can't even say it. Lolcow role. And he because like I don't know. He's got to know. Like sometimes I've thought it's like, man, you got to know what you're saying right now. It's like probably the worst thing to be saying. But maybe he is that oblivious to things that I don't know. Mint diggity.
Yeah, Ben Diggity says Karmic, the one guy I believe when he says he don't watch any of this shit. Yeah,
I do believe him.
I think it. I believe it to a degree. I think he definitely watches the clips. I don't think he
I think he
sits and
watches Pat
watches.
Dixon still.
He absolutely watches Pat Dixon because he feeds off of Pat Dixon more than anything else. He off of I think what his big ones are is MLC and Pat Dixon specifically because those those are the yin and yang for him right now.
Yeah.
MLC is where he goes to get his daddy love, and Pat Dixon is where he goes to get mad and get hate. And
Because
it's not
sometimes you
he's
need fuel for that fire.
right, and I think like he's justifiably, I think in some regard because like yeah, Pat is making shows about him, but to be fair, you're fucking his ex. So I mean, I don't really know what it is you thought was going to happen when you did this. You stepped in a big boy's game,
Yeah.
dude. You don't fuck another guy's. If you actually are friends or have any type of relationship with a guy, fucking his ex or talking to his ex it's just not something you do. So when you step into that world, don't be mad for what comes next, because you and Pat will never be
Yeah.
friendly again. It, sorry, like it's just not happening. Like whatever you thought was going to happen
Yeah.
is just not going to happen. And so for
Well, something
me,
else is happening.
why? What did I say? Oh yeah.
No, you know, you're saying, I was just saying drama's happening now.
Well, and you know what's so crazy is there's so much drama going on. It's like some of this karmic stuff is kind of getting swept under the rug. Like he's done like two or three lives that I didn't even notice. Like people had to tell me, like, oh, you know, he went live, and I'm like, oh
Really?
shit, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, but I think he's live right now,
Yeah.
actually. But
Like in the middle of the night.
mhm.
Yeah, he is.
But I
I was
think
watching him.
honestly, like,
I went live against him too. I didn't mean to though. I didn't want to.
yeah, I'm not trying to go
He just,
against anybody
I
per
never know when
se.
he's going to
This,
go live, so he just goes.
yeah, and it's kind of like for me, it's like just when my house is going to be a little more quieter. Like that's really when I go live. But oh,
Yeah,
you like my UFO?
yeah, I like that.
Um,
I don't
I
know.
just
I
think
don't
the
like that one
whole.
eye symbolism though.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got
That's
a UFO on my arm.
yeah, you're right. The all
Yeah,
watching
I
eye.
don't like that.
Hmm.
The all watching eye. I don't want that.
It's on our money, man. Come on, that's how you know it's real.
I know
But
that.
yeah, the whole thing is
Not
very
on my
odd.
money because I don't got none.
Oh shit, me either, man. And once you got a
Not on my change.
family,
Not on my change.
the
I got some
problem
pennies over here.
the problem I'm having is like I have I have money, but it's all gone by the time I got to pay everybody. So it's like, well, okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's what
fine.
I mean. That's what I mean.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's like I make
got
fine,
them
I make good
bills.
money, like I make great money, but everything's so damn expensive now. But I digress.
Yeah, I'm looking at a can of soup, and I'm like, holy shit! Maybe I gotta get the store brand.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's
But I digress.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't qualify for the food stamp, so
Unfortunately, not.
no. But yeah, I thought it was
Isn't
the
that
whole
weird?
thing was
Isn't
really
that weird? It sucks.
that we don't.
Help.
Yeah, I think everybody should to a degree, but
I
whatever.
agree. Everybody should get a little bit of assistance if they're paying
Come
taxes.
on.
Help a
I don't
brother
understand
out,
why some of these
please.
bigger companies get help and I don't, but I guess that's us not knowing what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, one thing that I found really interesting here lately is the dynamic between uh, Kevin Brennan and my good friend Ashley Cummings.
Oh
He is
man,
just,
he's
he is
so mean
just,
calling her like flapjacks and stuff.
dude, he is hot with her in a way that
Yeah.
I like. I get that she wanted money and she did, but I don't really think she did anything that bad. I think he's just being a cranky old fuck to her, to be honest with you at this point.
Yeah.
But
Kevin Brennan was apologizing to MKE. He was like, "Man, I'm sorry if I didn't believe you. Man, she is crazy. Like she is a liar."
that's
It's
what
like,
I'm
holy
saying.
crap! It's
Isn't
like,
that weird? It's
yeah,
very
that is very weird
gossipy.
for him to like even go like that.
He's like, I'm friends with Kiki now because she fired Gashly. It's like, what?
But he's
What are
also
you talking
he also
about?
has Gino on the show now, and he said that he would never have Gino on the show. It's like, come on, Kevin Brennan, please stop it. Don't
And
have Gino
honestly,
on the show.
yeah, yeah. It's like, what are you doing? Just
Yeah, please.
honestly, just let it be. But honestly, my new theory about Kevin and my Uncle Kevin, everybody knows that's my Uncle Kevin. That's our Uncle Kevin. Everybody's Uncle Kevin, but he is my Uncle Kevin. And I love my Uncle Kevin to death. But I'll be damned if he hasn't turned into the new Jerry Springer with the attractions he's bringing on. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying facts. He is not looking for the funny, as in we're laying lines of jokes. He's looking at look at this goofball I brought on today. Let's all make fun of him. That's Jerry Springer shit, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And now he's gossiping like a girl. I don't understand that. What are you doing, man? It's like
who's looking just looking for content?
I
He's
love
doing
his art
something
though.
right. He's making so much money over there.
He's number one. I'm number one.
Wow, wow.
No, I mean, he'll always be Kevin Brennan. I mean, there's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could take away from him in that regard. It's just so funny. Like he gets so bent out of shape about Ashley, and it's like, why? What is this yoga lady got that makes you so upset? Like, I mean, I guess, but
She came after his money and she tried to give him a bad name.
she didn't really have.
And but there has to be some. Well, I think Ashley gave him a whole bunch of like series of weird text messages that really like threw him off. I think that those text messages are what did it. And I don't know
Kevin is
what
Kevin
was
is
in those
very
text
thin-skinned
messages.
now. He's very thin-skinned now, which is odd behavior for him, of all people, to be that way. Because he blocked me apparently over a liked tweet, a Jim Stansel tweet, is what I
Yeah.
got blocked for. And so it's like, what are we
Oh,
doing? Like,
I've
is
been
that
blocked before. I've been blocked in the chat before. I don't think it's
and it,
Kevin that's doing it though. I think it was Stevie Lou. Yeah, thanks Stevie.
oh, fuck Stevie Lou. Fuck that little queer.
Yeah,
Don't
fuck.
ever come in my
Wait,
inbox
Stevie
again, you
who?
bitch. Yeah, exactly. What a little queer that guy is. I'm gonna kill you in
Yeah.
front of your whole family. Got it?
And he's
No, I
serious
don't
saying
got
it
it.
too. It's like, "Hey, shut up, man. Shut
It's
up.
like you
No,
jumped
you
right to
won't.
that.
You look
But to be
goofy. You
fair,
look goofy in my front yard. That's what you're doing." I'm
but
sorry.
to be funny, no, he would look very goofy stretched out. But the funny thing is like I did say something nasty to him after he came in my inbox, but I was just annoyed. It's like what? Say it in front of everybody or don't say it. Like if you're gonna come be shitty to me, say it in front of
Yeah.
everybody. Don't DM me like a pussy. But I did tell him because he was crying about Jim Stansel and his wife and this, that, and there was a ski mask and all that other stuff. So I said, "Fuck your wife with ski mask, dead dick." And so
What?
I guess that's what sent him into a fury. But it's like you kind of started it, buddy. So
That was kind of a low blow bringing Ski Mask in it though.
yeah, he well. So what
But
it was is
You know what? Ski Mask would have liked that though. You
the
never
only
mind.
reason I
Stevie,
did
you
that. Well,
suck.
that was the reason why is because he was basically shitting on Jim Stansel for the whole
Yeah.
ski mask forever thing. And I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Ski Mask didn't even like you when he died. Like, what are you doing? Stop trying to.
I remember I remember that. I remember you
Mhm.
saying that.
And as
That's
soon
funny.
he never
It's
responded
true.
on the tweet, He jumped
Because it was
right in my
true. It
inbox.
hurt.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's saying it to him, but I guess I'm just not. I don't know. But whatever. I'm not afraid of you, Stevie. Come on over. Come on over. This is Texas, though, so be very careful what you do. Very, very
Yep.
careful. Be very
Bring your
careful with
helmet,
your.
Stevie.
Yeah, you bring your double XL helmet, you fucking dummy.
Yeah, good God. It got specially made for a helmet for his ass. A
Imagine being on
cranium.
the internet that long and thinking you're something, buddy.
Have you seen
It's
like his acting? Have you seen Stevie Lou's acting? Oh man.
I got caught up on Stevie Lou lore because I've only known a little bit of it because I could give a fuck, honestly. But I got
I
caught
wish.
up on it, and boy, it's not good. It's not good. There's nothing good. There's no good. You go ahead and Google Stevie Lou, you'll find nothing good. So it's fine. It's fine, but whatever.
Is it?
Uh,
I guess it's okay.
I mean, he's got Kevin, so as long as he can keep his eggs in that basket, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
But the
You know what?
second,
I don't want to be talking too much shit on here because Stevie Lou. I'm not. I don't want to get beat up by Stevie Lou.
oh man, just get you a pair of nunchucks, you'll be all right.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to. Okay.
Here's little bird
I'm not a.
bones,
I don't,
snap.
yeah, I'm not gonna be talking shit. I can fight, but I don't think I can fight Stevie Lou. How tall is Stevie Lou?
He's a big goon. I think he's like 6'4" or something like that. He's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
old
Fuck
goon.
that. Yeah, fuck that. I'm 5'9". I'm pissing off Stevie Lou.
I'm not gonna fight him. I'm 39 years old, buddy. If you come to my
I'll
house,
take
you
you to.
ain't making
No,
it
he is
home.
goofy.
Like you're not going home if you come here. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
if you come to my house.
you're not going. Like you're welcome to come on by, but it's not gonna. So that's why it's just so funny.
Yeah,
It's
because
like I'm not.
well, no, I say that because I know that Stevie Lou really gets mad at people. I mean, he
No,
gets
he really
seriously mad.
does.
That's what's funny though.
That's why it's so funny because he got. And I told him like my last message to him was like, look how easy it was to get you outside of your character. Like this shouldn't be that possible for somebody who puts comedy in their name.
Yeah,
You claim to be a comedian. I've never
you're
once
taking
claimed
it
to
way
be.
too seriously. Everybody's a comedian, Jay. My
That's
my
true.
my cat's getting a Netflix special next month.
That is so true, man. It is so true. God help us all.
Yeah,
Oh, I got to meet Clearwater
yeah,
Chad
it's
last
getting.
night.
Yeah,
I finally
he
got to
likes
meet
Clearwater.
Beat.
I like Clearwater. I like what?
You know what? I'm turning around on the guy. I'm still not a big character guy, but I did kind of.
I know I know you thought he was like putting on a character, but like, Mumbly Nick made a great point on how like Chad let his son on camera when Kevin he was on MLC, and he is a really nice guy. He really is,
I
and
went after I
he's
talked to him.
been
Not to
doing this
cut you off,
internet
but
thing for a
I
long
talked all
time.
my shit. I talked all my shit about him, and then I kind of went back and I didn't realize he had been doing this thing. I kind of got to the bottom of what it was, and when I talked to him, I led with that instead of being a dick to him, which my original intention was to come in hot, kind of, just
Yeah,
because to kind of play off the fact that we were having the because it's never serious with me, but fourth wall or whatever. But I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like I actually did my homework and I went back and looked, and so I asked him some specific questions to see if he would answer them honestly, and he did for the most part.
yeah,
He's still trying to kind of maintain that character, but I think that character is broken at this point, and he's kind of
yeah,
allowing he's kind of allowing like he's kind of letting more of his natural self through, which is an interesting kind of dichotomy to see that when you watch. I don't know if you kind of saw any of that BYB last night, but
yeah. I
as you
did.
kind of watch, he's allowing some of his own character into the Clearwater Chad character. But I didn't know originally. I heard about the Scientology stuff. Like I heard people say that,
Yeah,
but most I didn't know that it was like a little contest that he entered, and that's where that name came from. That guy created the name Clearwater Chad, and so that's where it came from. And he's not put his kid on camera once. He's done it several times.
oh really?
And I
Wow.
actually told him last night, I was like, "Hey, man, all bullshit aside, don't do that. Like, don't do that. These
Yeah,
people are animals. Don't do
they
that.
are. There's some monsters out here.
There's
Real
people out there that
monsters.
really intend to do harm. Well, and it's not even that. Like, you don't know. Like, some of these people are disgusting. Like, they're
Yeah,
gonna, just don't.
there's a
Like,
wide
just
spectrum,
don't.
but most of them are really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like even the trolls. Like, I think that's the funniest thing because I've actually like spoken to some of the people that are like in all the chats telling me I suck, and
Yeah,
they'll come in my inbox and be like, hey, it's fine. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Because they,
No, I
they
like the
notice that I
trolls.
don't get upset. Like, because what am I going to get mad about? Like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I look like. Like, I'm not an attractive guy. Like, when you go,
Yeah,
you're ugly, I'm like, oh, yeah, am I? Not the first time I heard it. I grew up
you got a
around
lot of
black
attention
teenagers.
too. You got a lot of attention right from the get go too, or you got like a big jump. So you brought, yeah, that had to have brought in a whole bunch of trolls.
Well, it did, and I actually sent Chow the link because shout out Dr. Chow, because he actually kind of ruined my life in the very beginning. Technically speaking, a lot of people would say just because him and Mint and everybody else were kind of going around and spreading the good gospel about me, which was good because it brought people over to me, but it also pissed a lot of people off who had been in the community
Yeah,
because here's this guy that's coming out of nowhere. I wasn't participating, and that's why I didn't get upset about all the people that were mad at me because it's like, yeah, I get it. I didn't do anything to earn any of it. I don't
yeah,
it's fine. Like it's fine. So the people were like, yeah, you don't deserve that. I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. But I'm getting it. So what am I supposed to
yeah.
do?
What am I supposed to do? It's like, what am I supposed to like squander it?
And I fully understand. Like and people may not find me interesting. People may not find me funny. People may not find me good looking or whatever the case may be. And they're going to tell me that, and that's perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, like for me, we're just
Yeah,
only having a good time. Like I'm not expecting to be a millionaire, and I'm certainly not grifting off of
yeah.
this
Well,
in any way. Like it'd be awesome if I could make enough to get maybe a different laptop, one that I could actually do, clips and stuff of that. But I have to earn
that's
all
coming
that
soon.
stuff. I have to
Yeah, that's
earn all
coming
that
soon.
stuff. Like I'm aware. Like I'm not dumb, and
No,
I don't expect anybody to just like me for putting my stupid dumb fucking face on camera. Like that's not how it works. Like I have
no,
to naturally earn some of that. You know what I mean? And so I'm going on some of these shows and I'm building the relationship brick by brick. And the people who like me, and the people who don't, they don't. It's fine. It's fine. But I like
no.
the community a lot. I was just hiding around. I was lurking around. You know.
I was paying attention to this for like 2.5 years, the Dabbleverse, before I ever turned on the camera or even went on a live stream.
Penis Wrinkle 12. You can't threaten to end KB and get away unscathed. Yeah, so that's the funny thing about all that is it was the whole KB thing. That really was when I made that video. There was something else that happened, but everything happened so fast that I kind of lost track of what the original thing was.
Yeah,
But oddly enough, I had been contacted by Stealth Chaos like right before I had made that video. So you really have to give credit to Stealth Chaos too, because he was on me before any of that. Um, and so I had made a couple videos, only a few. I made that video about Kevin Brennan blocking me. Like I found out he blocked me like 2 minutes before. And the only reason I found out is I went to go tag him in something
yeah,
and it just kind of showed. And so it was just so funny. I was like, well, let me make this video. Let me just make a video with this raw reaction of him blocking me because he's such a thin skinned little pussy about it. Because here's this tough guy on the internet, this comedian who tells everybody everything, right? And he's blocked me, and I never had any interaction with him.
yeah.
Any. Never once. So he blocked me sight unseen, essentially, which is just like the most like pussy way to go about life. But
Professional
anyway,
comedian.
professional comedian. Love you, Uncle Kevin, but that's a pussy move. Sorry. But I mean, really, I don't really care who blocks me. It's just funny. So when I made that raw reaction,
Yeah,
with obvious a little bit of pizzazz to it, but it got the attention of stupid fucking Aaron Imholt, and because it was all like a perfect storm, I think, and a lot of people kind of hinted into it because it's like you, Aaron couldn't really discuss Patrick Melton, Nick Rekieta. It was right as the HROs dropped. This was all in that same time frame. So when I popped up, Patrick Melton was making 0 videos. Aaron was talking about anything other than
yeah.
Patrick Melton and Nick Rekieta, which was 90% of his content. And, so Kevin Brennan was putting out some fresh content at the time. And so the reaction of me talking about Kevin Brennan was kind of allowed Aaron to go, oh, I'll talk about this guy, but I'll also use this guy as a way to say these people are psychos. You've got to get these HROs. What if they're crazy? And it's like he's unhinged, and it's just so funny because
Yeah.
anybody that knows me knows like I'm not an unhinged person, but it's like but it is funny because like it was a perfect storm. Not any other time, Aaron's not clicking on my video. Aaron's not talking about me. Aaron's not putting my stupid face on his program. You know what I mean? So all of these things kind of contributed to that big pop, and everybody was like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" And so I got a lot of mixed reactions, and I got a lot of trolling. And it's fine. Like,
See what happens is like some people will do like the troll, like, "Oh man, we love you. We love your setup. We do everything." And it's like it's a troll. They're just seeing like how much this person is gonna believe what we say about them, and how big is their ego. It's like an ego check, and you passed the test. I think you passed the test. You didn't take it seriously, and it kind of like you wound it up. My personal, like, I like your show. I've been watching the live streams and stuff,
well, I
and
appreciate it. I like you. I mean, but I think the problem is with a lot of people is they're like, well, you just have to do it their way or nothing. It's like, well, I'm not going to do it your way, and I don't really care if you like
yeah,
it or not. Like, I'm sorry. Like, um, oh, look here.
we got to
Got
get you
a
a mic though.
Yeah, you know what? I have one. What I
Oh,
have,
metal,
can you hear
metal,
me?
my man.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I hear you
Yeah, I
fine.
have one. This laptop that I'm using only has like a couple USBs, so I got to get one of
Okay,
those little extenders. So I'm either going to do that or get another headset with one of the mics like my Uncle Kevin's got.
we can get you we can get you a, there's it's a thing called a Scarlet Focusrite. It's like
Hmm.
just under over $100,
Oh,
and
okay.
then that you lets you plug in the mics right into it, and then you can go right to your USB. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. One of those little boxes. I've seen
yeah,
them.
it's a little box. It's a plug and
Mm.
play. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out for sure.
Well, look, man. The funny thing is like I don't know any of this stuff, so I'm learning. So I mean, I like everybody that's trying to like basically help me along in the process. I think that's good too.
If
But
you
as
need
far
any
as like,
help,
and I appreciate that. But as far as like all the trolling, you're absolutely right. People were definitely trying to get me to take the bait. But like I said, I grew up with black teens, so if you've ever gone through puberty around black teenagers.
yeah,
Uh, you've been picked on. So I mean, and you
yeah,
learn real fast that there's a few different ways they'll do it, and they keep you on your toes, man.
yeah, they
And
do.
so I went through
They can
boot
be really
camp.
cool too if you can
Mm.
like roll with them. They can turn out to be your best friends too. No, I know
Well,
what you
you
mean.
grew up in a very similar area, so like that area is predominantly black.
Yeah, well,
A
no,
lot of that.
the area I grew up in Loudoun
Mm.
County. Well, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
doxing
that
myself,
area is
but
a little more white.
I don't live. Yeah, it's a little bit more white, but
I went to school in Prince George's County.
yeah, yeah, it's totally, yeah, it's a different. It was a different ball game where I went to high school. I don't want to talk myself up, but
Mhm.
no, yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean though. There was culture in my high school.
Oh yeah, lots of culture, and so I
Yeah,
got culturally integrated very fast.
yeah,
But that being said, it kind of built. So like for all these people that just didn't like, they were trying to bait me into like making me lose my mind online or whatever the case may be,
yeah. That's not
which
gonna
is
happen.
funny because it is what it is. So like, but most of these people are not bad people. They're just having a good time. Like
Yeah,
obviously, everybody loves a good train wreck. I'm no better. You know what I mean? I love
yeah.
watching Karmic lose his mind. You know what I
Yeah, you
mean?
can't
And
take yourself too seriously. And
Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid makes
no,
Karmic
Dan,
lose his
$2,
mind.
yeah,
Two
two
dollar
dollar
Dan.
Dan.
Dan makes him lose his mind in ways I've never actually seen.
Yeah, it's
Um,
pretty amazing.
and it's so
Dan,
funny. He doesn't really even say anything mean.
yeah,
He'll just ask a question, a regular question, and just the
nice
name
stupid
alone,
podcast.
just the name. And like even when
Just
he
the
said
name.
something nice, Karvik was like, Dan. And it's just so funny. Like he gets so bent out of shape
Yeah,
about Dan, and but he doesn't block Dan in his. He does. He kicks him every now and then, but he lets him back in. So I don't know. It's so funny.
you're never gonna win the war against the alts. They'll always
No,
make
no,
alt.
no, no, no. And I think with everything that's been going on, like you're seeing a lot of like different personalities matching with each other that you didn't necessarily think originally would. Um, so I like the idea of I would have never picked Karmic and Felicia together to begin with. If you would
Yeah.
ask me a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, before she went on her horror tour across America,
Yeah, she was going after Chad Zumach for a little bit.
yeah,
She said
yeah.
something about
If
him.
if she could have had Chad Zumach, she would have took Chad. She would have took Chad. I think Chad was her number one, to be honest with
Oh, I believe
you,
that. No, I don't know.
because
I don't know.
she spoke about Chad like Chad was like the hottest guy in the world. It was so funny, which good for Chad. I mean, but I don't think Chad took the bait on that, which is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Can't
maybe
get
he
the
would
mud
have.
shark.
Yeah, he didn't take the bait on that.
Nope.
And I don't think the two together would have worked out because I think Felicia clearly wanted to be in charge. And I'm not saying that
Oh
Chad
yeah.
wouldn't let her be in charge, but I'm saying Chad would be problematic to be in charge of. So,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's just
Yeah,
like
get some
what the give
Tito's
and take.
into Chad. He ain't listening.
Bless his heart. Yeah. Although in Chad's defense, and I give Chad shit, but he did unblock me, so I have to say thank you, Chad, for unblocking me. That was a very was a stand up
I
man thing
thought
to
he.
do.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I thought Chad blocked me, right?
I saw that.
No, he never did. He never blocked me. I just unsubscribed from his channel because I was so bent out of shape about him not paying back those the 100 plus that he got from
You were the pussy
the
in that
death pool.
scenario.
Yeah, and I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
now I can't chat. I can't chat in his chat. I
hmm.
can't chat in his chat.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, but no, I just subscribed
yeah.
again. I was an idiot, and I'm back in it. And you know what? He won. I'm back again. Can't. I couldn't stay away.
Gina Bobina, who made the thumbnail? I
Yeah,
did,
that's a good
Gina.
question. You
I
made
did,
that?
Gina. Well,
That's
I used
great.
the I used the power of AI art, AI face swap.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, I made it. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna make me a little fun thumbnail. Let me see what Daddy can make." So
You did a great job, man. That's pretty great.
I love that movie too. It's so funny. If you ever want to make a woman our age upset, just tell her she looks like the mom from What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and she'll know
Yeah.
exactly who that is, and she'll be very, very upset.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
yeah.
upset.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of women out there that look like her nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. Metal Metal. Chad Zumach's show is so bad though. He just repeats everything and complains. Well, that seems to be
And
a lot
pew
of the
pew pew pew
shows.
pew pew
That
pew
seems to be a
pew.
lot of the shows, though. I mean, it's if you actually watch several of these shows, they kind of turn into that. Like it's like, who am I mad at? Who am I mad at? Chat, chat, chat. What's in the
Yeah.
chat? Who am I mad at? Who am I mad at? So it's kind of that's kind of that's the environment we all created, and we're all responsible for it. So
Yeah.
you know,
Sometimes it's not their fault. And when you're going on every day too, it's kind of like you run into like, what the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
am I to talk about?
Well, I tell you what, there's no shortage of things to talk about here recently because there's been so much going on. But
Yeah.
the reason why I sent out the link to Chow, and I don't know if he's available or not, so he may not be able to come on. But um,
I'd like to meet
I
Chow.
I took more shit off of Chow from what he was doing because people know him for what he does, right?
Yeah. And they lumped you
And
into him, lumped you in with
well,
them.
and
Like
and
my,
and fair enough because it definitely appeared that way. And in his defense, which I told everybody, they were like, "You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing?" And I said, of course he's doing that. I would do it too if that's what my thing was. Like,
yeah.
listen, there is no downside to doing that because it's a 50-50 shot, right? If I'm a lolcow and he was first on it and he was spreading my name across everything and bringing everybody over, and I made a fool of myself and embarrassed myself or did something crazy, then that's a win for them in that regard. The
Yeah.
only other thing that is possible is nothing really, or everything's fine, and that's kind of what it kind of went to. But
Yeah.
there's no downside really. Like me just working out fine is just whatever, It doesn't really hurt them or benefit them in any way. I've never gained or lost anything from Dr. Chow or Mir or any of those guys. Like I think a lot of people hated me in the beginning because of the chats and stuff, but those people were going to hate me anyway, even if the chats weren't there. So it's like, what do you, you
They'll
know?
come around.
Some of them
Okay.
will, yeah. And I've seen some of the people come around because there was a lot of people that there are people that have me blocked right now only because my name kept coming up in different chats, not because of anything I said or did
Okay.
or you know what I mean. And I started to kind of realize that I'm like, oh, these people are blocking me for no reason. I was like, that's really weird behavior because I would start to realize like, oh, some of these people I can't see what they're saying. Why can I? Oh, I
Oh,
don't even know who this person is. Like, why are they blocking me? And it's just because of that. So it's like, whatever,
well, that is
whatever.
kind of weird. That is weird.
It is
What are you
odd,
doing?
but there are some people that are just that way though. There's people like that. There's I guarantee you, there's people that have you blocked over
Oh
nothing.
yeah,
So it's like,
or something.
and it's so funny because like it's not like I have like fans or anything. So it's not like I'm taking anything off anybody's plate. I was a flash in the pan for a week essentially, and now I'm just kind of doing what I do and I show up on shows, but I'm not. I never once have said, "Oh, I'm the best." You know what I mean? So that's what's so funny about people getting so bent out of shape. I think some of the people who actually run shows are the softest ones. That's the funny thing. Behind the scenes,
Yeah,
um, people um,
the professional
like
comedians.
that, and like some of
Yeah,
like
you mean the professional comedians? Yeah.
that, and like their mods are kind of odd. Like I guess like BYB's not BYB, the Bedabblers Network,
I was just to
their
say you can
mods.
go after G Rob. G Rob is
No, no, I think somebody in there definitely doesn't like me.
like,
From my understanding, it's JT the Watcher that doesn't like me for whatever reason.
oh, JT. A lot of people don't like JT.
Yeah, I've been getting little messages because I kept getting booted out of that chat, and I was like, "The fuck is this about?" And it's somebody, but whatever. Like I'll just won't go in there. Like, what difference do it make to me? Like
Which chat?
the Bedabbler Network.
On BYB?
No, no, Bedabbler,
Oh,
the
the Bedabbler.
Bedabbler
Okay,
Network.
yeah, no,
Yeah, so like
I
when they
was
were
talking
doing like
over you. I'm sorry
no,
when
no,
you
you're
said that.
good. So like
My
Tukey
fault.
Soup and all that. Like I don't remember which one it was. I think it was like the last Bedabbler live that they did, and I was typing in there, and all of a sudden it was like, "Yo, you're on timeout." I'm like, "The fuck? I didn't even say anything mean. I'm literally just saying hello." You know what I mean? As soon as my name pops up, I get
Yeah.
booted, and so yeah, it's whatever. But it just shows you how
Why?
thin-skinned and weak some of these little faggots are that hide
Why
behind a
would?
keyboard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what are you doing? Like that's
Why
your whole
would?
power
Why?
is
I
you
think
kick
that.
people out.
Yeah.
Like that's your whole power. Like you kick people
Yeah.
out. You don't even want to see my name. That's how much I live inside your little stupid brain.
Well, then you have. Yeah, that's just a sign of like your. Yeah, you don't need a mod like that.
I mean, whatever.
That's
They
like the
can have
worst
their
person to
thing.
have modding.
I still like the bedabbler. I talked to him like, and he was like, "Oh, man, I'm sorry about my moms." I'm like, "No, what does that matter?" Like I know people don't like
Yeah.
me. It's like whatever.
Yeah. Come
It is
on,
kind of weird
Rocco.
that
Come on, Tukey.
it is kind of weird that people get so bent out of shape about me, particularly when I don't really do anything per se.
It's
I guess I
jealousy. I
do.
think it's some of
I
it's
do say
jealousy.
bombastic things. I will say that I do. I'm a bit of a dickhead. I have to own that. I do say
Yeah.
bombastic things. I like to start um, shit sometimes, and then I'm
I haven't heard that
damaged
word
goods.
bombastic in a
Bombastic,
long
yeah.
time.
I do like to
Yeah.
start shit with people and then win defense because I'm a damaged human being. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
noticed that
You had a
in
rough
this world.
upbringing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I've
Okay.
noticed that that's something in this little world that I maybe not even start the fights, but I do have the fights with people, and then I'll be like, all right, but we're cool though, right? Like we don't have to really do this shit. Like I'm never like a big for me. Like I'm like, well, let's fight, let's have the fight and get what we can from it, and then let's
Yeah.
not fight anymore. Like what are we doing? You know what I mean? But
I get it.
um, I just for me, it's like but I am damaged goods in that regard where I can compartmentalize some of that stuff, which benefits me in this world more than anything. More than anything, because a lot of
Nice.
people cannot handle people constantly telling them they're ugly or they ain't shit or whatever everybody says, and it's fine. Um, but there's a lot of people that are good in here too. Like I've noticed a lot of people that reached out privately to me, like when um, people were saying nasty shit, and I'm like, oh no, it's good, man. I'm fine. Thank you though. Like it's thank you though. So you just gotta know, like, not everybody is the animal that they appear in some of these chats. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
um, but I like hanging out with most of the people. I've been having so much fun on these shows. You know what's so funny is one of my favorite shows to go on now is a show that I had beef with when I first came out, Clown Town,
Clown
and
Town. Whole
it
bunch of
wasn't well.
clowns. I like Clown Town a lot.
I like to go. I like going on there because I tell you what, me and Big W have a good time. And Papa Kill, he's funny. He cracks me up. But those guys have a good spirit about them.
I
Like they
call him
have a good
Mr.
time.
Killer. I don't want to call him Papa.
Yeah, Papa.
And no, you're
Um,
right. I like Big W and I like Scott. Scott's a cool dude.
yeah, Scott's a cool dude. Like I've got to know those guys, and they have me on. I think I've been on like the last like 2 or 3 weeks with them on Saturday nights, and it's so much fun. Like we have so much fun cracking laughs, and it's like that's the dumb shit I'm here for. Like I'm not here for like let's all take shit on here. Like I don't want to spend my entire focus picking on a person. Like I want to pick on
Yeah.
somebody and then move on to the next thing. Like because I just can't. Like but there's going to be times where that's going to be the thing for sure. And I can't help that other people are going to do that. You know what I mean? That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
But I find it just the whole premise of the Dabbleverse or the Hackverse, it captivated me and I got swept in. And it was like 2 years ago. And so like
Yep.
it's so funny that I'm here now. It's almost surreal. Like and having Kevin Brennan even know anything about me was kind of funny. I'm not
Yeah,
starstruck by
Kevin.
Kevin Brennan, but I
No,
do
so
find
am
him.
I.
I'm not though. That's the funny thing is I like Kevin Brennan. I think he's hilarious. I think he's better than the product
He's
he
been on
puts
the
out a lot of times.
box.
He's always been that guy though. Like, and I remember, like, I grew up Comedy Central. That's what we watched on TV. I watched
Yep.
comedy. Whatever. We don't have to get into that bullshit. Everybody here is the same exact way. Like we're all the same autist. So I get it. But he'll always be that guy. So like I'll talk shit about him, but he'll always be Kevin Brennan. But
Wow.
he's also Kevin Brennan. So I mean, it's like he burns bridges. That's what he does.
Yep.
Anybody that gets bent out of shape out of anything that Kevin Brennan says is a fucking retard. You have to understand that Kevin Brennan says things and then he doesn't even mean them.
I know. I don't know about that. I probably go on. If I ever go on a show, he might say something to me that would kind of be like, ah, fuck.
Yeah,
God
but
damn
what
it!
do you?
Now I'm going to recess into my own thoughts.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this. Like, and maybe this is part of my damage, but I always go like, well, but look at him. Like, it's really not
Yeah.
going that great for him. Like he can't. That's why he's got to keep telling you he's number one, and he's like, "That's over chance." And it's like, well, we get it,
Yeah.
but your whole thing was to be a comedian, and you can't be that anymore. Kevin Brennan cannot get in front of a crowd. He can't. He is incapable of it.
You don't think so?
I know. I know so.
Okay.
The reason why is because he's lost his ability. He's been behind the YouTube camera for so long that he doesn't even know how to deal with a crowd. Like imagine a crowd heckled him right now.
Yeah. You have a point. You have a point.
It would be a disaster because he is in 100% control of his world the second he cracks that camera on. Everybody that he has on is 100% on board with him and what he's got going. So
Yeah. Some
nobody's
of them are
telling.
retarded.
More of them are than not because he will not. He doesn't want to listen to somebody telling him he ain't shit or all those people got to go.
Yeah.
He's had very limited ability to deal with any type of negativity. And so that's why he blocks people over like tweets now because he's built a world where he is incapable of he can't put it out. So he's just got to block it out on that screen, but he's in charge of what he sees now. Now you put him in front of a crowd, a New York comedy crowd, are you fucking kidding me? They'd eat him alive. They would eat him alive.
He's not going to like to hear this. If he hears this.
You know? But he knows it though. That's the thing. Like he doesn't do comedy anymore. And I don't think he even sees himself as a comedian in that regard. And I'm not talking shit. I mean, but if you don't do comedy, then you're not a comedian. I'm not a comedian. I've done no comedy.
I call myself a comedian now, though. I've never done comedy. Oh well, I'm not a comedian. Damn.
I mean, I guess you can. I mean, well, whatever. But I mean, Kevin Brennan comes up from that comedy world, and it's like he knows what it is, and he'll talk shit about all these comedians, but he won't get up and do 15 with them. He'll talk shit about Big J all day, but Big J will slay a crowd. Kevin Brennan, it could or might not,
You
because
hearing
it's
that,
been so long.
KB? Oh,
I mean, it's
shots
true.
fired.
It's true.
Shots
He is
fired.
in. That's
Get
why
up there,
when they
KB.
were
We need to see some of your stand up.
when he was going to do that, I
Prove
knew he wasn't going to do
Jay
that
wrong.
fucking stand. I knew he wasn't going to do that fucking stand up show when they were talking about that AC show a year ago. He wasn't doing that shit. He has no desire to get up and do any comedy. Why would he? He's got a
Yeah.
good thing going. Like, he's got a good thing going with this YouTube. He doesn't need to go take that. He doesn't need to go put
He
up
doesn't
with
have to
it.
leave his house.
Well, the other part of it too is the comedy fan world is a very pretentious, shitty world too, which a lot of people don't talk about.
Yeah.
It's a very pretentious little shitty world of fans of comedy. And so, like, when you
The
put up
petty.
stand up, you know what I mean? Like, ask Brennan Schaub. He's going to tell you, like, there's a whole group of people. Now, that's a bad example because he is what he is, but, you know, it's a
Yeah.
pretentious little shitty fucking world, man, and it's gross. And so I get not wanting to go into it. Um, and he's
Yeah.
got a good thing going because why would you pick going somewhere where there's a potential that there's going to be, let's say, 7 or 8 people that don't like you versus everybody likes you. And when he goes on MLC, everybody likes him, you know, in the super chats.
Yep.
They're a warm little blanket that he can put over his little thin shoulders and keep his body warm, you know, and that's just what it is. And nobody could take it from him. And why the fuck would he ruin that by going on stage, you know? So I get it.
You know, I'm trying to think about it now, and you're making a lot of good points. There is nothing I can think of that would bring him back on a stage because of what he has now.
The money's not good. The time isn't worth
Yeah.
it. He
Yeah.
figured that out, though. I mean, you have to give Kevin credit for that. I mean, he's one of the first. Well, as a comedian, he goes, I can go and try and travel the world because here's the deal. Like, if you're a headliner, you have two choices. You can be a road comedian, or you got to go whore yourself out on social media and get a big following that follows you across the country. But one thing you can't do is just
Yeah.
assume that you're going to go to Chicago, pop up in Chicago and be like, I'm here, guys, show up for my show. It just doesn't work like that, you know? And so, like, if you're on like the club's market or whatever, and they're bringing you in, then that is what it is, and you got to go out and hustle it up. You got to get out in the radio show. Like, that's bullshit. Nobody wants to do that, you know. And I don't think Kevin
Yeah.
really wanted to deal with having to try and drum up business in every fucking city he went to either. It's exhausting
Well,
when you
and he
watch
has,
somebody.
yeah, yeah. He doesn't have to go on a stage, and also he can just turn on his camera and not even have to say anything. He can just sit there and eat chips and take on super chats for a little while. It's amazing.
And why would he ever give it
So
up?
like, yeah, no, respect the hustle. Respect the hustle.
I I'm telling you now, like, I'll talk shit about Kevin, but I don't dislike him. He is 100% right in what he's doing. Why
Yeah,
would he stop? There's nothing that would indicate, as long as he's got his Borgos and his everybody else's that hops in there and pays for the product that he's putting out, why the fuck would he change?
exactly.
There's no need for change. And that, I think, is where
Preach on,
people
brother
get so.
Jay.
I think that's why people get so upset with Chad because no matter what happens, Chad won't change. And so it's like the polar
Nope.
opposite. But Chad is what Chad is, and people get mad at Chad. But it's like I wish I had some of the self confidence that some of these guys have, like Chad and Aaron. Like, they have so much self confidence that nobody can tell them anything, and it's just like I get it, right? You have to have some self confidence,
Yeah.
but the amount, like Aaron Imholt, at first I was like, this guy's fake with the self confidence. It's not real. No, it's real, man. It's a sickness. It's a sociopath. behavior where he's like, no, I
No,
win
yeah,
all the
it's
time. And the reason why it's so sociopathic is because he literally blank face stares at a camera every single day and never once goes, you know what, guys, like I handled that kind of dumb, and I'm
yeah.
going to go ahead and moving forward do it differently. And you guys, yeah, he doesn't have to admit anybody was right, but he instead what he does is he digs his heels in and goes, "Fuck you, I'm right. Everybody loves me, nobody hates me, and I'm the best. And if you
But that's
hate
what
me,
keeps.
you're a retard." And it's crazy. It's dumb. It's a dumb
Yeah,
way to be. And look, maybe I got nothing better going for me than he does. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't have anything better going for me than he does, right?
yeah.
And for me, it's just kind of like, what do we? But it was funny because I really do have to thank Aaron Imholt for my flash in the pan success as well, because I know he saw my video about him because I made my video about him before I made my video about Kevin. And my video about him is what got a couple people to start DMing me.
It was like it was
Before,
meant to be.
yeah, it was kind of
Perfect
weird.
timing. Yeah, it was.
It was weird, and I know a lot of people don't believe because I really was making those videos my idea was like I just wanted to kind of be a commentary on it, and I never really intended on doing any live streams, mostly just because I didn't think I could. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the reason why. It wasn't any like, oh, I don't have any desire to. Like I'm not any different than anybody else that would has an opinion and would like people to hear it, whatever the case may be.
I wanted to get on because I got tired of typing. It's like I was typing so much. I wanted to type so much, and I was like, man, I have so many thoughts on what's going on, and I'm just tired of typing. So I was just like, I'm just going to turn on the camera and just talk.
My favorite thing in life is to just watch somebody's reaction when they laugh when I say something stupid.
Yeah,
And so that's all I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? And if it comes at the expense of me being called dumb or whatever the case may be, that's fine as well. But what people really hate to hear is like I'm having a good time. Like that's what they really don't like to hear is that I
yeah.
like it. I'm having a good time. Like I don't care that what is it, 4 people are watching right now? Like it's fine. Like what I'm doing is doing what a bunch of people said I couldn't do to begin with, and I didn't really think I could do either. I didn't really have any anticipation that I was going to be able to even have anything worthwhile to discuss for any length of time. You know what I mean? So for me,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's an interesting way it all kind of went. But like I said, it was a perfect storm. So I mean, you know, and for me, it's like it'll naturally come. Like if there's people that are interested, they'll naturally come along and they'll see me for what I am, not for what they heard about me.
Yeah.
And
And
I
it's
think
nice to
that's
have a
kind of
forum too.
yeah.
Just a forum to get your thoughts out.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of like-minded people around, so it's a good place to kind of show your autism. It's kind of a good place to show it, and you're gonna get a lot of people that come along and go,
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah, me too.
and it's really nice to be able to meet new people too. Like I'm meeting Jay. I wouldn't have met Jay if I wouldn't have come online and do this. Networking is new to me. This
Me
networking
too,
thing.
yeah. Me too, yeah. I mean, I'm just not that way. I'm a guy who likes to be by myself alone, and you know, so this is probably
Yeah,
more
I'm
than
an
what I'm used to in
introvert
that
for
regard,
the most part.
but Sam Bibley, shout
Yeah.
out Sam Bibley too. JMO, I see you're throwing shots on Twitter all day. How do you get so much moxie? Oh, I've been hit in the face a lot. That's typically how you get
Like a
that
whole
much
bunch of black
moxie.
kids growing up
Well, yeah, what's
trying to
weird
give
though
them
too is
shit.
like I had such a diverse background growing up because I kind of moved around so much. I lived in Germany for 3 years. I lived in
Yeah.
Maryland. I lived in Texas. So I never really. I always had this. I had a lot of first days. So when you have a lot of first days, you learn how to maneuver into situations that
I
are kind
got
of
you.
tricky. So that helped a lot as a kid. You know what I mean? Having a first day in kindergarten, and then your next first day is first grade. kind of get you. So you get onto the beaten path of that. So moving around helped me in that regard. Learning that, you know, you learn how to read rooms real fast. You're like, okay, this guy is going to be all right. This guy is going to be a
So what
problem. You know,
ages were you in Germany?
first through third grade. First through third
Okay.
grade. I came back to the States my fourth grade year. Ramstein, Germany. Ramstein.
Du hast. Du hast me.
I tell you
Make any
what,
sense, Rich?
the snow out there is beautiful though. I've never seen snow like that since I've been back here, and I'll never forget it as a kid. Like, because we went to school, you know what I mean, during
I've
snow, because we were on
yeah.
base, but the snow was incredible there because you would just wake up and it would just be like a foot of snow all of a sudden, and it was like that, um, the same kind of snow you get in like Colorado, where where it blows around and it's pretty crazy. Um,
Little fluffy snow,
yeah, because
like light
everything's so
snow.
wet there. It's wet there, like naturally wet in Europe, you know. So
Yeah.
the air is naturally wet and cold, and so I guess that's creates the perfect storm
I'm no
for snow.
meteorologist.
But we used to take like a snowball and roll it down a hill, and it would turn into a big giant boulder.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's that kind of snow, the
It was
wet
that
snow.
kind of, yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
fluffy snow, and as a kid, that's perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's yeah.
But that was that. Yeah, so that was an interesting place to live, as a really small kid, just because you got to see a lot of weird things in Europe that you wouldn't see here in the
Yeah.
U.S. I ate a lot of foods that you wouldn't eat in the U.S. You know, so it was definitely strange as a kid. You know, especially that age. Um, but what is cool is I got to watch like a lot of British television because that's what we got over there was British television. So you got to watch
Mr. B-
like Mr. Bean, yeah,
Mr. Bean. Yeah. Oh, the hell! Look at that.
yeah, that's Mr. Bean on
Mo-
the Mona Lisa. But
Mona
yeah,
Lisa.
so
Yeah.
Mr. Bean, all that shit because we got all the because the UK was the closest English transmittable at the time. So I mean, we had I remember we had Cartoon Network. That was pretty cool. So we were able to get that. Um, but in Germany, you're like 8 hours ahead, right? So like if you wanted to watch like a football game that was on in America, you had to get up at like 3 a.m. to watch that shit. So
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
I'm glad I missed that portion of it, right? So it's like I was too small to really care at that age about really care about like the sports and stuff that I would have missed as an adult. So that was kind of an interesting thing to look back on the time difference and just coming back to America and watching like as a kid, it doesn't affect you the same way it does adults. So like we came back for a visit, so it's an 8 hour flight. You get back in here, you've lost 8 hours, so you're 16 hours now gone one way. And watching adults,
Yeah.
they would pass out or be all tired. And as a kid, you're like, I just stay up for 24 hours, I guess, and I'll sort it out, you know. But it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. I
Um,
figured it out.
oh, let's see here what Sam Billy's got to say. We hear a lot of music talk from Def. What kind of music do you like, Jay? I'm not really super into music. A lot of people find that very odd. I'm not super into music anymore. I phased myself out of music years
What are you,
ago.
some kind of freak?
Yeah, yes.
Should get back
I'd
into it,
rather
man.
I'd
I
rather
kind of
I've always been a talk radio guy. So like so when I was that's probably a more damaged goods coming out. But like when I was a kid, like if I was in trouble and I had to be in my room, I had no TV back then, so like I would find like a radio station that would be Fox. So back in the
yeah.
day, you used to be able to fuck with your radio and you'd be able to pick up like the local Fox channel. And so you could listen to TV.
Yeah.
And then that turned into
Yep.
like when I was a little bit older, like hitting puberty age, started listening to Loveline, started listening to Ron and
Yeah.
Fez,
That's what I
Opie and
used to do. I
Anthony.
used to smoke cigarettes and listen to Love Log.
We had the same radio station. We had the same
Yeah.
exact radio station, and
Yes, we did. Yeah.
it was the same. I know exactly what you listened to in 2000. Yes, sir, I do,
It was
because it
on
would
in
be
91, 99.1 HFS.
exactly that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you get the sports junkies on that same channel. It was a talk radio channel, but
Yep. Sports Junkies.
at the nighttime, it was always it would play, Opie and Anthony, Ron and Fez, and Loveline. So I would go to sleep always listening.
Yep.
It would be Loveline would be the last one that they played, Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew, and I remember, and so that always kind of stuck with me. And now as an adult, like when I have free time, I'm listening to shows. I don't really care. I listen to music every now and then, but it's just like for me, it's like older stuff, I guess you would say now, because I don't really care about. But my brain is kind of weird in that regard. Like a lot of people, music
No.
brings out emotions in people, and it
Well,
doesn't me.
okay. You're like a robot.
No,
I'm
I
just
think
messing
it
with you,
used
Jay.
to.
I'm just
I think it used to, but it's like, and I'm sure I could
yeah.
I'm sure
You're the
I
same
can
age
get
as me,
there, but
right? You're
I'm 39.
how
I'll
old
be
are you?
40 this year. I'm
Okay.
39, so I'll
Yeah.
be 40 this
All
year.
right. Yeah, no, I listen to music, but I'm 43 and I've now found myself just mostly listening to podcasts and talk radio.
Mhm.
And I feel bad that I don't listen to that much music anymore. And I'm kind of recently getting back into it. Before I hit the live button, I'm listening to music to pump me up, like it's pregame or something. It's funny, but I love music, even though like I'm losing my hearing. It sucks.
Caleb Plant. No, I'm not related to Caleb Plant. Although I am very proud of that young white man balling out of control. But no, I'm not related to him. Not related. Um, yeah, so like for me, the music thing kind of just was like, well, I got so sucked into. I'm also like definitely I have ADHD for sure. So like I can't do two things at once. So like I can't. But oddly enough, I can listen to talk radio and do something else. It's the
It's
only
cool.
thing I can do two things at once. So it helps me calm down too, I think, in a way.
Yeah.
It's like a white noise, I guess you would say, but I'm absorbing it as well. So it is kind of odd in that way. Like
Yeah,
I know it's,
sometimes I'll be listening to a podcast before I go to sleep, and I'll fall asleep, and I'll
mhm.
have some wicked dreams,
you know,
wicked
I like to
nightmares
listen
too.
to
I've
go to
fallen
sleep.
asleep listening to Joey C. I'll tell you what, it's scary stuff.
I like to go to sleep listening to conspiracy theories.
I do that too. Wow, I thought I
I
was the
mean,
only one.
that's my guilty pleasure right there. I
Here's
like.
Project Bluebeam as I fall asleep.
Well, the funny thing is, the conspiracy theories aren't conspiracies anymore. They just happen to be the truth. So it's like, go ahead and tell me the
Yeah, I
history.
know.
Go ahead and tell me the history. I just want to know.
It's like,
You know.
yeah, my tinfoil hat has protected me more than their mask has for their face.
I don't know if you ever listened to Kurt Metzger, but I could listen to Kurt Metzger go on about conspiracy theories for hours and hours. I mean, that
I know
guy,
who Kurt is.
Kurt
Yeah,
Metzger, is hilarious, especially when it comes to that stuff, because he's
he's
very
been on
animated.
Yeah, no, he's really animated. No, I really like him. I need to look up more of his conspiracy talk. Now you've said that.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Probably
Him on
falling
Joe
asleep to that
Rogan.
tonight.
he-
Yeah.
Go just go watch his last Joe Rogan.
Okay.
It's great. I think it was not the last one, but the one before that, where he tells you where the term tinfoil hat comes from, which is bananas. It's long story short. What he goes over is like they basically put what in this guy's brain. He went to like a psychologist, and he had like a surgery, and it was the CIA that did this. They put like a microwave chip in his brain, and the only way he could get like the pain to stop was to put tinfoil over his head
That
because it would
sucks.
block out the microwaves.
Shit.
And that's a very shitty way to explain the story. But long story short, that's where he said it came from, which I thought was super interesting. But yeah, like I like all that stuff, man. And like I can't, like I wouldn't be able to do just a strictly Dabbleverse, Hackverse, Shitverse show because that's exhausting, right? Like it's just so much. But there's going to be shows like that where that's what it is because there's so much shit coming out.
Oh yeah.
Um, Luckily
Like
for me, I'm
Oh,
not
we didn't
super
even go
in.
over Stuttering John, Shuli, and
And that's what
Carl.
I was about to say. Like, I don't even give a fuck about Stuttering John. Isn't that
Yeah,
funny? Like, that's
that
what
is
the
weird.
whole that's what the whole thing kind of based off of, which is why I missed the first portion of it. Because I never was a Howard Stern guy.
Neither was
I knew
I.
who Stuttering John was vaguely, but I give a fuck with the everybody was making fun of him because he's just a weird, gross guy to me. Like, I don't. There's no like, ooh, I remember him from my child. Like, Opie and Anthony is what I always listened to, and
Yeah.
that was just what I connected with. Everybody's different, you know. So, but when the Stuttering John stuff popped off, I just wasn't interested, and I honestly thought it was kind of weird. All these people were picking on him. I just didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah, I
And
didn't.
then,
I really didn't like him at first, and then I started to feel bad for him, for everybody that was picking on him, like constantly. It's like holy shit. It's like
it is.
he can be an asshole, but like it's like everybody's pushing him more, so it's like not going to change. He's always going to be an asshole now.
I think what gets lost on a lot of people forget he's Puerto Rican. Okay, a lot of
Yeah,
people forget that Stuttering John is Puerto Rican, and he's being Puerto Rican. They're emotional. They're highly emotional people. I dated a Puerto Rican girl, and one of her first acts was to hit me in my throat. They're an
jeez.
emotional people. Yeah, they hit, man. they're 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 fantastic lovers, but they hit. So, but Puerto Ricans are very emotional people, man. Latinos, it's all passion,
Latina.
man. And a lot of times people forget because it's Stuttering John, but it's like, yeah, but he's still a Puerto Rican dude. Like he's getting mad. Like you're gonna piss him off, and he's gonna go, he's gonna be Puerto Rican, you
Yeah,
know. And that's the funny thing is like, oh yeah, of course he's doing Puerto Rican shit. He's Puerto Rican.
can't help it.
But a lot of people don't really even interact with Puerto Rican people. I haven't in so long because there's none in Texas. There's very few. There's very few Puerto Ricans. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, they just don't come to Texas that much. It's all Mexican, Spanish here. So and you might get like every now and then you'll get like somebody from like a South American country up around this area, but never Puerto Ricans, hardly ever. I think I've run into like two or three in the last 15 years I've been down here. It's crazy. I guess they don't like the. I guess they just don't like the atmosphere here. They much prefer, you know, New York, Miami, Virginia is a big Spanish area, as you
Oh
know.
yeah, it's
Um,
huge.
what's crazy is MS-13 was such a problem in that area, Virginia, for so long
It was a
in the
huge problem. Even
2000s.
it was going in Northern Virginia too.
I
MS-13 for a
I
little
went
while.
on a police ride along when I was like 18, I think
Yeah.
17 or 18, in that little park. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a little park right outside of DC, and I wish I could remember what it was called, but it's like almost only Spanish people that live there. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but it's like 100% Spanish. There's projects out there. There's little Spanish markets. There's always food trucks out there, but the crime is crazy out there. But that was where like almost every like Spanish. I mean, you could find any different Spanish speaking group out there in that little town. And I wish I could remember what it was called because it was such a. But there was really bad MS-13 out there. It's like an Echo. It's not Echo Park. That's something else. That's a movie. Something
Did you
Park. Though, I
encounter
can't.
any on your ride along?
Yeah, a lot of shit. But it's PG. I went on a PG County ride along, so like it
That's
was
pretty
the night shift.
dangerous, man. I'm surprised your parents let you do that.
Well, I was I think it was like 17 or 18, and I think, like I said, I
Okay.
had gotten into trouble, so like that was the reason why. And so it was like, let me
Oh,
show you
okay.
what let's show you what the world is like. I hadn't already been out there at that point, but yeah, I did see like that was the first place we went was to that area, and the first I was a canine unit was who I was with, so it was me, the cop, and a dog in the back. And when we pulled up into that park, and what it was a stabbing had taken place inside one of these little Spanish markets. And so, like when we pulled up, there was already a cop chasing a dude around the parking lot with a knife.
Damn.
And so guns were out. So that was our first stop. So it was pretty cool, man. Um, it makes me mad when I watch the police in my little town that I live in now, the way they act, because I know officers that were killed out in that area. I know their families. You know what I mean? And it's like, you have it so good. Like you don't even know. Like
Yeah.
you have it so good. Like because that area is so fucked off that like cops will let you get away with shit out in that area because they don't have time. They don't have time to deal
Yeah,
with
they don't
that.
have
Like
time to mess with your weed.
they like literally they would dump it out for the most part and stomp on it if that's all you had because they didn't want to fucking do the paperwork.
I understand that. They got bigger fish to fry.
And that was the crazy thing when I moved down here. I was like, man, these cops are like pressed over everything, and they put everybody on probation here. Like everything is a probation offense. Like in that area where I come from, like you had to do something really bad to get on probation if it was your first time or whatever. Like they don't have
Yeah.
time. They don't have the manpower to put everybody on probation. They're like, pay us some money and don't fuck up for a couple years, and we'll see you later. But down here, it's like, no, you're going to pay some money. You're going to piss in a cup, and you're going to pay us some more money. So
Yeah.
you got to mind your p's and q's around here, man. But yeah, that ride along was pretty crazy in regards to that. I got to there's like a little memorial building that they have for all the fallen police officers in that county. And so when you walk in, it's like all the little badges around there. And so it kind of gives you like a perspective. Like I'm definitely not pro police per se, but I'm not anti police either. Like
Yeah, police
it's
are
like
getting a bad rap nowadays, though.
oh, it's
So,
tough because it's like the problem is like a lot of police are having to do shit they shouldn't be doing anyway, right? So
yeah.
it's like why are you running around being a registrar for the county, pulling people over for going too fast. Like that really shouldn't be what your job is. Your job should be visible so that people aren't committing violent crime. But what we denigrated police down to is tattletale snitches running around and writing people tickets. And and the point is we want to pull somebody over, find out what else they have so that we can
Yeah.
ruin their life.
Yeah.
When in reality it never was about like let's make sure the roads are safe. It's not about them fucking roads. They don't care about anybody being safe on those roads. They pull you over because they think you might have something, and if you do, great. If you don't, oh, I guess you're just been pulled over, you know. But they shouldn't have to be putting themselves
You
because
get a
that
ticket
puts
for
them in a
speeding.
yeah, and it's like but you realize like I shouldn't have to interact with a police officer unless I've broken a serious law. But the fact is that's just not how it works, and
Yeah.
you're
I've
putting
had some good,
so that
believe it or not, I've had some good interactions with some police officers. Maybe I've been lucky, but yeah,
well, I had a recently bad interaction with a police officer, but like I said, I'm in a small town, so that really does like cause it to be worse. I think in a lot of degrees, so you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt in that regard. But I think anybody that's just across the line anti-police, like you're just being retarded now. Like we have to have police. There has to be law and order. But on the
yeah.
same regard, it's like these guys, some of them are
We
assholes.
don't
Like
need,
when
yeah,
you
we
look
don't
at
need a
it,
whole bunch of Judge Dredges out there.
like
I am the
there should
law.
be a bigger crime. It should be a bigger crime if you as a cop punch a guy in the face who didn't do anything wrong. You should go to prison. The reason why you should go to prison is because I can't walk up and punch somebody in the face and then put them in handcuffs and ruin their life. Only you can do that. And so it should be a bigger crime for any police officer and you know what would happen is you'd see a lot less of that.
But what
You know what
happened
I
in
mean?
your what happened in your experience last time with it?
Well, I got into a full blown fist fight with the guy. Well, not full blown fist fight, but it was more one sided because you can't really fight a police officer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Holy
so I mean,
crap.
I got roughed up pretty good. But I was being a dick too. I mean, I was being a dick to him.
Yeah.
He escalated it, and I escalated it back, and we both made a decision that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, unfortunately, only one of us really had to
The
pay
power
legal
to.
fees. Yeah, but I mean, I walked away from it a lot better than a lot of people. I would be dead if I was a black dude. I promise you that.
Yeah.
But no, but I mean, it was a
Yeah.
crazy thing. Like,
Well, I don't know what was done that day.
well, I'll say this: I could have handled it. I could have handled it a lot better. He could have handled it a lot better. You know what I mean? So like, I try and look at it from a wider lens, because because what I did wasn't correct either, and so I brought a lot of that on my own accord, right? So I can't be mad, right? So my interaction with him, whether
It was
he's
a,
being
it sounds like a learning experience.
everything has to be, right? Especially when you're a retard like me. And I'm constantly, I make mistakes all the time that I'm having to, and some of them I don't learn from. I have to make them several times, you know,
I got you. You're not
but, you know,
alone.
it's kind of like, well, you know, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit here and be mad at all police forever? Like, that's dumb. That's dumb. I promise you this. If, if he wasn't in the capacity that he was in, he would have never done what he did, and I would have never done what I did. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so you kind of get what you get, but as far as all that goes, man, I don't know. You know, but I find it interesting when people are so like you watch all the videos now and people are like "fuck the police" or they're like trying to like stop police from doing their job, and it's like, how do you think it's going to go? Like, what is your real thought process here going to be,
They're
right?
angry. They're just
And
angry
I
people.
get it because I'm telling you, I was just there. You know what I mean? But when it, I also had to in that split second when this guy hit me in my face, I had to go, okay, you can't hit him back as much as you want to hit him back.
Yeah.
The second you do, you've made things abundantly worse,
Oh yeah.
right? And so that was a learning experience in that regard. I don't know if you've ever been in a fight where you can't fight back, but it's weird.
Yeah.
It's
No.
incredibly strange. Um,
Maybe when I was younger, but it wasn't that serious. So.
but again, it's like I brought some of that on myself too, like my behavior in that regard, like because I was irritated because of what this circumstance was. The whole thing was a retarded thing. And so my actions led to his actions, which led to my actions, which led to his actions. I'm sure he got in trouble. I got in trouble. We all walked away from it damaged, you know, and it wasn't, you know, but that's how the world works. And a lot of people just don't want to participate in that. They don't want to walk away and take anything from it. It's like, well, I had to go through it, so I might as well take some shit from it, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. I
Yeah.
have to take something away from it. You know, and I've been through enough stuff in life. You know, you go, oh, okay, well, I could be bad and sit here and let it wreck me, or I can put this aside and take from it what I need and carry on about my business. You know,
Like a real man.
like a real man in the valley of man.
In the Valley of Men. You know what? The Valley of Men is a real place in Minnesota.
I don't doubt it.
It's a
What
real
part though?
place. I don't
Have
know.
you seen?
The final boss put it up on Twitter. He put it on. He looked it up on Google Maps and he found it.
I don't doubt it though. It shocks me none that there's such a
Yeah,
thing as
there is a real
the Valley of
Valley of Men.
Men.
Man, no.
But I mean, when you think about that whole thing is crazy. Have you looked at where he lives, like the area
Oh
that he
yeah, he
lives in?
lives like out. I looked at his PO box because he has his
It's
PO box. So
so the area that PO box in is that well, it's the same area that he lives in, but I mean that area is like right up. It's like right on the tip of the cusp of the dick of Canada. I
oh
mean, it's
yeah,
right there, and so
he's
like
right next to Canada.
and so like his life. That's why when I saw that I was like, guys, this is exactly why he acts the way he does. Because
Yeah,
even if he isn't gay, which I'm starting to lead towards he's not, but I think he's or
he has
he.
sisters. I think he said he has sisters too,
I
and he grew up
mean,
with sisters. And that's a little bit different.
that isn't the reason he acts the way he does, though. I mean, because there's plenty of people that grew up with just sisters and don't dance around like a fruit cup online. What it is like I said, I think honestly, it's his ability to kind of be this character that he wants to be so badly. Is
Yeah,
this dancy guy that's like the life of the party. He knows all the dance moves. He's the coolest. He wears the awesome jacket. He wears the sunglasses. Everybody thinks he's hot. That's a character that he built in his mind, and he's playing it online now. And it's like he, like the AI music is just the songs that he created and ran through AI. But
those
he
are fun
really,
songs, man. There were a lot
but
of they're fun songs.
but he
I
can't
like those songs.
differentiate between that art that he created and the AI that he's putting out.
Yeah,
There is no. There is no line there anymore. And so he's just the artist now.
The
And he
artist named
doesn't,
Karmic.
but what he doesn't realize is he is also the art. And that is where it gets weird. That's where it gets tricky, right? And when you've created a character, you're not just putting out art now, you are the art. And everybody expects something from art, right?
Yeah.
Like if I told you, if I flipped a painting around, right, and you couldn't see what it was, but I told you it was a Rembrandt, you're going to have an expectation of what that art looks like, right?
Yeah.
If I flip it around and it's a stick figure, you're going to be like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Was he
So,
drunk that day?
and so it's like he created a character, but now it's obligation to be this character for his fans or whatever, for the people. And that's where it gets kind of weird. So I always feel for these guys that build these characters like Clearwater Chad or any of these other guys because he
I'm not
can't like
smart enough to build a character. I'm not
I'm not
smart enough. I'd
either.
break it.
I'm
I'd
not.
break it all the time.
I would wreck it. Poor Clearwater Chad. He fucked his character up within 5 minutes last night because he was talking about that's one of the 10 crack commandments, and everyone's like, oh, you know the 10 crack commandments, but you don't know the White Album. Cool, cool, cool. We got it. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, we, you know what I mean? It's like that was a little break again, and he's like, I don't want to have to be that. Like, I don't want to have to be like, oh,
Yeah. Hey, Jay, I might have to leave and come back. The audio just messed up.
oh, well,
Pe-
I'm actually gonna cut this off because I gotta take a wicked piss, and
Okay.
God knows we've been.
StreamYard, every once in a while it does that. It gets all like it sounds like you're in water. But I can hear you. I
Ah,
can make out what you're saying.
yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. I think with all three of us that are in here, and two of us is you. So
All right.
anyway, it was great. Hey, listen, man, I really appreciate you coming on with me. I
No,
needed
thanks a
somebody
lot, man. I
else.
had a great time.
This was fun, man. I think it was a really good time. Hopefully, I can keep streaming and keep going. I'm having a good time. Thanks.
Hey,
Shout out to
man.
Sam Bibley, Metal, Gina Bobina, all the gang that showed up in here tonight. I really appreciate all the love, Mint Diggity, everybody, Dr. Chow, all the gang that showed up, popped in. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. Most importantly, Brandon, shout out your stuff, man. Plug your stuff so they know.
Um, it's Brandon Deft. Yeah, Brandon Deft on Twitter and Brandon Deft on YouTube. Just doing
Yeah,
live
go
streams and having a
go
good time.
subscribe. Go subscribe to Brandon Deft YouTube. He's been putting out a stream of consciousness, is what he's calling it.
Yeah, stream of
Um,
consciousness.
and quite frankly, I think we could all use a little bit of consciousness around here. So, that being said, I love you, Uncle Kevin. To everybody else, good night, good evening, and good night. Thank you so much for your time. Good evening.
Peace.
Peace.